Hi everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts, and thought I'd pull some cards. Um, I just want to do a reading of the day and what's coming, what's ahead for us. I've been trying to read cards about specific things, and I think that mainly the impeachment, and I keep getting pulled into these sort of weird spaces that I don't think what I have to say about it is going to be helpful in any way. Um, so I haven't put those out there, but I want to leave it open. I want to leave the reading open as to what do we need to be aware of at this time. I think that's a better reading to ask instead of um, sort of opening up to spirit and seeing what comes through. Okay, so let's open up. What do we have to, what messages do we need to hear today? What do we need to hear? Instead of asking a question, let's just listen. 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 How does that song go? To the sound deep within. Listen. Beyonce. It's playing in my head now. I should do a reading on Beyonce. I don't know. That's people, love her so much that I'd be afraid that her fans would come after me if I said something that they didn't agree with. Okay. Okay, we have the Strength card. And so crossed by, I'm going to do the whole reading and then we'll see. Crossed by the Temperance. At the root, we have the Moon. Okay. In the past, Justice. In the sky, the Chariot. And in the immediate future, the Three of Pentacles. How it's seen from the outside, the Seven of Pentacles. Domestic situation, the Nine of Pentacles. Hopes and fears, the Ace of Pentacles. Outcome, Five of Pentacles. And we'll see if we can, and the Judgment card. Okay. So, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. I picked 11 cards. Of those 11 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are major arcana. Of course, I did pick this as a major arcana. So, what these cards are suggesting is that we are in a place right now where we have a lot of emotional ups and downs. We have a feeling of our emotions are out of control. We're feeling frightened, or we're feeling ecstatic, or we're feeling there's a bipolar energy right now, and it it comes from a place, it actually comes from a place of fear that we're not going to survive. Okay? Fear that we're not going to survive. And I see that in this card here, the moon at the root of the matter. And the immediate environment is the strength card. And so this is spirit telling us to be strong. The strength card is also connected to Leo, the sign of Leo, which is about creative self-expression. And energetically, the strength card is located in the throat chakra, we use the Kabbalah. And so this is a need for our voices to be heard, knowing that it does make a difference, it does matter. Sort of raising your voice in a way, but not in discord, but in harmony. There needs to be more harmony here. And Temperance, as the crossing card, warns us against getting caught up in the extremes, the extreme polarities of things. Okay? We are going through a spiritual initiation. This is a time of spiritual initiation. So it requires, I don't know how many people out there, and I'm sure many, have had these spiritual initiations or these times in their lives when they didn't think they could make it to the other side of something. And yet here you stand, you have made it to the other side of something. And that lesson or that experience has made you stronger and more righteous, more upright, more able to move the energy of spirit through you. So in the past, we have the Justice card. And the Justice card is really about balancing, right? The balance. In this case, we have two cats, a light and a dark. And so there is this need to balance. And the Justice card is a challenging card because it is there's always a tension, Tension. There's always tension between two sides of something. And we have been in this tension, it seems, for a long time. And we can get caught up in the extremes of it, or we can try to move to the middle. Now, at the what's coming in or what's available to us is the Chariot. And the Chariot is about moving forward on your spiritual path. And it's about power. It's about the power to move forward. So we have the power, we have the energy, we have the stamina to move through this time. And then the immediate outcome is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about doing your due diligence. It's about, there's a giant mountain here, but you can aspire to climb the mountain. And it is, to a certain extent, climbing a mountain that we're going through now. Because what does climbing a mountain do? It brings you to a higher perspective. And so we need to sort of move in that direction. And because we're dealing with pentacles, we also have to take into consideration that our relationship to resources, our relationship to the earth, our relationships to how we expend our energy and expend our money and utilize our resources have to be taken into consideration. If you want to make it to the top of the mountain, you're going to have to shed some things. And that's really kind of, I think, what we're talking about here. There's this sense of sort of moving through the eye of a needle at this time. And in order to squeeze yourself through, you're going to have to let go of quite a lot of baggage, And I know a lot of us have let go of quite a bit of baggage already. And you might say, what next? Do I have to like remove my skin? Do I, what is it? Do I have to go in as a skeleton? I mean, how do we get through this period? And um, I think that it is a constant. One of the things I think it's a constant request for help and aid. Um, Many of you know that I take care of my mother, who's 99 and going to be 99 and a half in February. And she's struggling, because she's, you know, 99. She gets mad that she's struggling. She doesn't understand why. Why. She's never been really one to accept the age thing. Um, but she'll often say, as I leave the room, she'll say, "Help me, God, help me, God, help me, God, help me, God." She asks for help. And I think that does work. I think asking for help works. Um, and I think that has to do with not just asking God for help in her case, or Spirit for help, but asking each other for help. This is a journey that we're taking together, folks. We can't do it without one another. The cards that move up, um, we have a Seven of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is when you do the reading. It's the part that is more. It's more about the future, really. It's more about the future, sort of like the future themes, and they're all pentacles. And so this is about waking up, the last card that I pulled, Judgment, around our resources and around things like money and how money affects, who's pulling all the strings and who makes all the money. This is really, we are moving into the Aquarian age, and we can do it. We could do it more easily, or we can do it the hard way. And I think people are starting to, and I think the more we can let go um, of our attachments to things and the past and the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, I think the better chance we have at a vital future. Now, I want to pull some um, crystal ally cards for this reading. And I think I'm going to pick three, because three's a charm. And I think I would like to pull past, present, future. Okay. So let's see the card is connected to the past. Let's see the card connected to the past. And in this card reading, this would be the Justice card, right? This would be where I pulled the Justice card. Okay. I'm waiting for something to come up, something to feel right. Not yet. I mostly do this by feel. That feels right. That feels right. That feels right. There we go. That feels right. Oops. And we have Chiastolite. Chiastolite. And it's a storm element card. And it's convergence. convergence. We'll go over what these mean. Okay, so let's do a present card. And if we remember, the present is a present, is the strength card challenged by the temperance card. The energy for the present. The energy for the present. Where are you? We have the garnet card, prosperity. And let's see, the card, and that is an earth card in this deck. So we have storm, earth, and where's the future here? We have the earth. Oh, that's interesting. You see the mountain? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so I had to go get the book because I don't know these stones off the top of my head, and there's so much good information in the book that I think it's valuable to read from the book. So chiastolite, which I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, the energy of convergence, and this activates all of the chakras. So remember, this is the past. This is the part of the past. Everything that has happened up to this point. What was sort of the purpose of that? And we have convergence. It says chiastolite, sorry, also known as Andalusite, is an aluminum silicate with graphic inclusions. Chemically, it is a significant stone for bringing your visions into reality. Aluminum-bearing mineral alloys reveal new perspectives and help us to change our perceptions to see our reality in a new way. Silicon is the amplifier, and next to oxygen, it is the most common mineral on Earth. The graphite inclusions that form the cross shape in the center of chiastolite is carbon, which is the chemical foundation of life on Earth. So here we see the chemical mantra that allows our perceptions to be amplified and to take physical form through the energy of chiastolite. Chiastolite is the ally of Grandmother Spider, the being who weaves the web of reality from her deepest inner power, strength, and vision. The web that she spins is stronger than many metals, yes, elastic, allowing for change and adaptation. Several First Nation peoples of the American Southwest hold Grandmother Spider as the being that has brought the sun to the people and brought fire, which is the power of creation. She holds together all things and allows for many different thoughts and beliefs to coexist in the same web of life. She is the being that brought the technology of weaving, allowing for a beautiful expression of artistic creation in functional items such as rugs and clothing. The archetype of Grandmother Spider reminds us of the power of the creative energy, as well as the ability to turn the energy into physical form. She does not create linearly, however. Instead, Grandmother Spider spins the web, which is a spiral form that represents cycles of creation. Many different directions, beliefs, perception, ideas, efforts, and desires can be held in the same space within the web. Bringing all of these disparate things together into a whole, into a whole is the concept of convergence, which is supported by the energy of chiastolite. It says chiastolite is calling you to see the big picture right now and to understand that everything is about to come together in a way you might not have expected, but that will forward your efforts and vision. The pieces are falling into place and you'll soon understand how seemingly unconnected experiences and surprise detours in your life have all been pointing toward the outcome that is now manifesting. While you may feel a little confused about everything, it is going to come together. Try to focus on the theme you see in current events in your life. The theme that ties them all together will give you insight into what the universe is bringing. You can understand the themes of your experiences by looking at what they have taught you. Some journaling or reflection upon what you have learned through life events that seem to lead nowhere may show you where they actually are leading and how it is connected to the divine plan for you. All of the parts that you have been spinning and weaving are now being brought together into a cohesive tapestry. How you weave together these parts in your life and past efforts reveals your personal artistry as a co-creator. Those around you may have thought you were going in too many different directions and diluting your energy. In fact, you have been working spherically, not linearly, gathering the pieces that will be needed to create the masterpiece of your life. There is no such thing as wasted effort or wasted time. Every single thing you have pursued, explored, experienced, initiated, failed at, succeeded with, or attempted has been an important thread in the tapestry of your life. To weave your unique story and create your unique vision, you will need to honor all of your past experiences as valuable pieces of the person you have become. And so this really talks about everything that has happened up to this point is brought you to this point. And it is a creation, and we do create um, the world that we find ourselves in. And we have choices on how we're going to further move in this. Now, the next card, the card associated with the Strength card and the Temperance card here, the present situation with its energy and its challenge. Okay, we have the Prosperity card. We have Garnet, and Garnet is an Earth element card, and so the Chiastolate was a storm element. And when you're in storm, all the elements are coming together. And storm is always a time of transformation. And so this whole experience we've been having together, as disruptive and crazy as it's been, has been the storm that wakes us up to a new reality. Um, it wakes us up to go in a new direction, and the present is Garnet, and Garnet is about prosperity, and the chakras are the Earth Heart, or the Earth Star as it is known, and the Muladhara, which is the root. Muladhara. I'm sorry for those who know how to say these things. And the affirmation is, I receive abundance through all channels of the universe. um, what's interesting about Garnet is the stone associated with January, and January, the majority of January, the sun is in Capricorn. So to a certain extent, Garnet is a Capricorn stone, and we have a lot of Capricorn coming up. We are in a lot of Capricorn right now, and that will continue through the year 2020. When Garnet appears in your reading, it is reminding you to open your eyes to the bounty and prosperity uh, that the universe is offering you right now. The earth is the perfect vehicle for providing you with all that you could need to survive and thrive in physical form. Ask for what you need and acknowledge that this or something even better will come to you. Humanity's experienced the illusion of scarcity as an outgrowth of the illusion of separation. In truth, there is enough prosperity and wealth to ensure that every human's needs are met. It is only through your own ideas of scarcity that you staunch the flow of prosperity in your life. When you accept the prosperity of the universe, you are able to bear witness to the bounty of your birthright as a child of the divine creator. Garnet is calling you to accept the gifts that have been set before you, acknowledge those that you have received with gratitude, and affirm your belief in a prosperous and bountiful universe for all beings. And if you think about it, um, there is a sense, people want more out of the idea of scarcity. But when you realize that is an illusion, the fear sort of falls away, and so you don't want as much. It's sort of a strange. Um, there's a word for that. Um, the more abundance you feel, the less you need things in your life to reflect back that abundance, because it's a feeling, it's a place in your heart, and that is what we require that sense of abundance. And fear, which was at the root of this reading, is a sense of lack, is a sense that I won't have enough, I won't have enough food, I won't have enough. Um, yeah, so that's actually quite astounding. And then the future, we have the Earth card, and the Earth card. This deck is separated through the elements. It's the element of earth, the element of fire, the element of water, the element of air, and then the storm element, which is the four elements together. Um, and so the future, where we have the Three of Pentacles, which is earth, we have earth, and the earth is, the chakras are the earth heart and the root. So this is the earth heart is the earth star. It sits about 18 inches below our feet, and to a certain extent what just connects us to the planet. And then of course the root connects us also to the planet, but it has more to do with the sort of like our family and our ancestors and everything that has come before us, and a sense of safety and a sense of security and a sense of rootedness onto the planet. um, and I think we need that rootedness onto the planet, because we are evolving with Gaia. We are, as we evolve, so does Gaia. As we go through these transformations and this chaos, so does Gaia. And there's always, uh, evolution occurs at the border of chaos and order. And so we are at that border, and we will break through that border, and we will come to another level of understanding. Okay, your affirmation here is, I embrace physicality as the manifestation of spirit into matter. So obviously, spirit wants to manifest a new level of awareness as it comes to our relationship to the earth. Um, the earth element governs the part of the energy field of Gaia that allows the intention of the divine mind to coalesce and the manifestation of, to coalesce and manifest into our spirit, our physical reality. Earth element draws energy into form, organizes chaos into structure, and allows us to express our co creative powers by giving us the physical evidence of our ideas and intentions made manifest. It offers us the gift of experiencing spirit through the physical realm. And really, that's where we're at. We're in that chaos, and on the other side of that chaos, or as a within that chaos, we can rebuild something. We can rebuild, and we're going to build it on a different level, and things are going to be different. Now, this happened back during the World Wars, right? Especially after World War II, and sort of Europe was destroyed, physically destroyed. It was rebuilt, and it has become something that it remains connected to its past, but it was redefined. Its future was redefined. It was developed on another, perhaps higher level, um, through that experience. Now, I'm not saying we have to have a war. I'm just saying that, so we have enough chaos here without even having a war, even though I guess we were in some sort of war here, um, war of ideas, and all the rest, and then of course all the wars that we have all around the world. So I know there are plenty of wars out there. Um, Many people mistakenly dismiss the earth element as not being spiritual, as as if it were somehow separate from the creator that dreamed it into being. Every aspect of our earthly experience is spiritual because it stems from our co-creative capacity, which is a gift from the divine. When we dismiss the earthly realm as non-spiritual, we are ignoring the fundamental importance of the very school that has been designed for our spiritual learning. One of the things that the devil card in the tarot indicates, and that devil card it didn't come up in this reading, but it comes up a lot, especially around the issues of Trump and what's going on in the world, um, is a uh, being imprisoned by your connection to the physical world, and not remembering that the physical world is connected to the spiritual world. And so all these people who want to sort of keep all the resources for themselves are and not open it up to the rest of us is are holding on. They are the ones who are imprisoned by the devil. um, and yet the truth is, and some of these people who know it, it's not like all people who have a lot of money are evil devils. It's not true, because people who really understand money understand that it's a flow, and they understand how to create, how to manifest it. But the earth belongs to all of us, and um, our relationship to her needs to change in such a way that we are not killing ourselves to possess things that are there for everyone. I don't know if I'm being clear about this. Okay, so let me read what it says here about the message. It says, "It is through the earth element that you learn to embrace the physical experience as a spiritual gift. Earth allows you to structure energy and to manifest your intentions and energy into matter and form. Your creations can act as a mirror that show you the nature of your soul, or where you are not yet aware of your incredible potential and are so manifesting from lack, fear, or scarcity. The earth element is encouraging you to embrace the process of bringing your desires and requirements into physical form. The resources you need do not uh, the the resources you need to do this are now available, and an alchemical magic of manifesting energy into matter is within your grasp if you take responsibility for your creations, seeking to know yourself better through the process of bringing them into being and embracing the lessons of the school of manifest energy. Then you find success in creating what you choose. If you have been ungrounded or have overextended your energy, now is the time to engage earth energy to refill your energy reserves. Sink your energetic roots into the ground and replenish your depleted vitality. It is nearly impossible to manifest what you have when you have run low on energy. Let the earth element support you and nourish you, and then you can focus on creating your dreams." And so it really is, we spend a lot of time online. I know that I do. So that's why you see me here. Um, and then looking at, TV or the news or such. And all of that is sort of a virtual place where your feet are touching the ground, um, as you sit in your chair or walk through your house or walk through your city, or, go into your yard. That's the reality, and that's what needs to connect. Um, we can't keep it separate. It's all one. And the more we can connect and ground ourselves, um, along with all the experiences that we've had and what we've learned from those experiences, and take that learning through the chaos and bring it all together. This is really about bringing it all together to create a new world, and a world that is lined up with your heart and your soul and your spirit, um, a world, um, where love reigns and not fear. And I'll just stop with this one comment. During the last election, I saw a cartoon that described it completely. And there were the three candidates. It was Bernie Sanders and Jane, Hillary Clinton and Bill, and Donald Trump and Melania. And it was love, fear, and hate. Love was Bernie Sanders and Jane, and they were up on the Bernie Sanders was on the podium, Jane was behind him, and there were love, and it was like looked like Love Fest in Vermont kind of vibe. And then there was Hillary, and it was fear. And then in the other cartoon was uh, Donald Trump, irate, his beautiful wife that just stands there and looks beautiful but doesn't really ever say anything, and all this like angry sort of hateful stuff. And that was the choice. We were going to choose love, fear, or hate. Well, we chose hate, didn't we? And um, this time, I think it's about choosing love. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was the easiest reading I've had so far since I woke up at 4:20 this morning. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Um, Stay in your heart. We are going to get through this. This is a spiritual initiation. When we get to the other side of this, and believe me, the other side is just a hairbreadth away. So take care, everybody. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your likes and your gifts that you send me, and just the good feeling. You've really helped me at a time in my life when I needed support, um, and I hope that I've helped you. Um, what you give out, you get back. So on a certain level, this is a little selfish on my part. All right, guys. Have a great day. I am about, I believe, 16 people away from having 6,000 subscribers. So if you'd like to subscribe, please do. Share it with your friends. Um, I think this information is important, and I think it's worth getting out there. Take care. Bye.